Hello, everybody. How you feeling today? Welcome to Extra Step. You're here with your favorite people in the world, of course. Okay.
And Derwin, how you doing today, sir?
I'm blessed, doggy. Yo.
Well, I mean, more than blessed, because we did it,
Don't need to brag. We don't need to brag, but
we did it,
We got it. We run it.
Yeah,
we got this. We're the best team in the world. We're the best team in the world.
2019 champs. That's all I gotta say. Don't ever talk about no Raptors, ever.
Never. We did something that I didn't think that our city could be able to do in a long time.
Yeah,
It's been great. The city's been alive again. I feel like Toronto's just been awoken.
Woo! What a party.
Oh,
man, after the game got over, we head downtown.
It was lit.
It was
people all over the place.
Everywhere. It was just amazing. What an experience. I never felt the city so alive. Literally, we were driving around and if a car's window is open, you're screaming at them, let's go Raptors.
Right? And
it was just a big party. Everybody was
vibing with each other, man.
That's it. Even people that didn't understand basketball. Like, there was a taxi driver. I went like this, and he's like, yeah, he's a Raptors. I was like, yes. The man knows.
Yeah, man, but it's been great. Even the parade.
The parade was just
great
ridiculous.
too. But, the one thing that happened, that shouldn't have happened with the violence.
Yeah.
4 people were shot, and it's unfortunate. Hopefully this doesn't happen in the future. If we get it again, we want to go that back to back.
Exactly.
But it's something that definitely shouldn't have happened, and we definitely give our love out to the ones that were affected by it.
Absolutely.
But all that being said, it was still a great day.
Oh, yeah.
Kawhi did his thing.
Yeah. That's the best thing he could have done. Honestly, him doing that for me was just like, man, staying in Toronto.
He's a fun guy, man.
He's a Toronto man. So you guys don't even understand that.
He's a Toronto man because the man went to Niagara the next day. Every Toronto man knows when you want to go and celebrate something, you go to Niagara and celebrate.
Facts.
This guy was there with his family.
And he also enrolled his daughter in school there. So.
Let's wait for more details.
Well, we'll see. But that's an interesting move right there.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think we need to stop talking about all the things that happened outside the game. I think we need to talk about what happened in the game.
Absolutely.
As the Raptors, as you know, 1-6. It was a great feat. They beat the mighty Golden State Warriors. Yeah,
the big dynasty that they were.
They had a little couple of bumps and bruises, but they still had 3 All-Stars. I repeat, still had 3.
Well, the third All-Star went down in the deciding game.
Well, they had Boogie. They had Draymond.
Trash,
they had. I don't care.
But
I don't care. It's Boogie.
I get it.
He's an All-Star. Come on.
He played one game. He played really well. Game 2. And then after that, he kind of fell off again.
He doesn't fit in that system. What can I say? Boogie's just not
part of that. Went all the way just to get a ring and didn't even have to.
He didn't even get it. Now he's leaving. Hey, if you want to come T-Dot and get a ring, my dude, just give us the call. Ring.
Oh, my God. If we replace him with Marc Gasol, jeez.
Or keep him and Marc Gasol.
Well, that would be even harder to do. I don't think we can do that.
We can.
No, because then we'd have to lose Serge. They'd have to trade Serge right away.
Okay, bye. What's the
problem?
problem?
Not wrong. It's just who's
trade him and OG. Bring in somebody else.
Shit,
CJ McCollum. Let's stack this team up, baby.
Let's get a super team.
Super team out here.
Team in Toronto.
Why not? We already traded some people already. The only person you need to worry about keeping is Kyle Lowry. You saw in the championship game the guys that need to stay, the guys that need to leave.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? But how long of Kyle Lowry can we expect, or can we?
I think he's got 1 more year.
Well, he's got 1 more year on his contract.
No, but I think he's got 1 more year left in him to compete at a high level, and then that's it.
Where
right?
he's in his prime. Yeah, I got you.
And I wouldn't be shocked if Kawhi decides, he decides to stay, a certain time in Toronto, matching with certain contracts. Just saying.
I mean, I would offer him a nice supermax deal.
Hey, the crowd was saying 5 more years for a reason. They wanted something. They want him to stay, and I would like for him to stay too. But you know what? This team it has some things it's got to figure out. But they definitely.
It's a whole different story, right? If Kawhi stays versus if Kawhi leaves.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, the good thing is, you saw this team did in the finals. You know what they can do even with him off the court.
Yeah, I know. I think that's what the special.
Besides done a great job with the organization. I think now it just comes down to. Can you keep this core together, right? And then, are you going to make this team better? Because you look around the league, teams are starting to get better. There's no more super teams anymore.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. The next team that's a super team is the Lakers, and that's because they got AD and LeBron.
Oh.
right?
It's still a 2-3 star league. You still need like two. Everyone knows you can't win it by yourself. That's a given. But having at least somewhat helps. So having a second star is a guaranteed playoffs. Having a third star is guaranteed maybe finals even.
Yeah, and I think for the Raptors, they got their big too. They got him, Kawhi, Siakam.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so at the end of the playoffs, Siakam and Kawhi tied Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen for most points in a playoff. A dynamic duo for sorts. I think it's a big thing because Siakam's not even anywhere close to where his ceiling is. Realistically, like he's still a couple of years away from being like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Like the fact is, once the man gets a pull up jumper, he will be unguardable in this league. Like I don't want to hear it because everyone knows his objection is to get to the other net, obviously, right? In transition. Now, if he adds a pull up jumper to it, you're gonna have to be like, oh damn, this guy have to stop in the middle of the court like Steph Curry. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I have to ask the last question before we move on. Do you think they're gonna repeat?
Obviously, a couple things need to happen. Siakam's growth and Kawhi's re-signing of a contract and OG being, if Kawhi does get re-signed, OG needs to get traded. I don't see him in the system anymore. Maybe he could still work. I don't know, but like he's an undersized 4, but he's like a bigger size 3. Like I just feel bad for the kid. Like he's learned a lot this year. Like there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
From Kawhi especially.
You didn't answer the question, man.
I told you there's a couple things that need to happen.
Well, like I don't think gotta happen, but I mean, if these things were to happen,
okay, well then absolutely. I think they should go like 3P, 4P, 5P, 6P.
I say this. Scottie Pippen said the other day on the jump, and what really impressed me is he was kind of speaking to another dynasty in the growing now, and it's the same thing in Toronto. When Chicago beat the Lakers, they were beat down. They had some of the stars, but they were beat down. He says that was the end of their dynasty, and then their dynasty rose. I think what Toronto has proved that maybe there's a chance we got a dynasty growing here if things stay together.
If they stay together,
absolutely. So
absolutely.
I think it's only going up from here.
Yeah.
But we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see what happens this offseason and all those things. We'll talk about those things, in other episodes and later on.
Absolutely.
But,
I know. I
future is bright
with you. And with the way Kawhi's playing, like with the way Kawhi played.
Yeah.
Third most points in a playoff.
Kawhi's the man, He's the bad man. He's a bad man. You can't stop him.
Cold-blooded. He's got everything. And as a Raptors fan, if I'm looking at it, and if he continues to do what he's doing and like they stay together and this becomes a dynasty, they're gonna look at him as being one of the goats of the game. For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
He's a fun guy, yo. He's a fun guy. This guy.
Well, that was the best thing ever. Okay, I think we should do a move on to our next segment.
Move on to the next thing, man. Do your thing.
Which is rapid fire. So, Johnny, whenever you're ready.
All right, usually do 4 questions, but in honor of the 6, we're going to ask 6 questions.
Okay, all right.
First one. So last year, Boogie Cousins signs a 1-year deal, $5.3 million to the Warriors, obviously to get a championship. And he didn't do that. So should this be a lesson to players that you can't ease your way to a ring?
Yeah. I think it's not realizing that, at the end of the day, you're in this business to get some money.
Yeah.
Right? I understand guys want to get a ring and all that, but you got to go get your dollars. He should have got his dollars. I understand he's coming back from injury and he took that chance. But you don't take a sacrifice to win. You sometimes just got to go get it done yourself. So either you train and get better to do it yourself or sucks. Because I think players shouldn't do this because he lost out. He didn't get no ring. He lost out on bare money. You're an idiot.
I think most players in the league already know how hard it is to actually get to the finals, even if they haven't been there. So for most of those players, like you said, they're willing to take that money over the chance to go to the finals because it's so hard, right? But with Boogie, I mean, he took a chance, it didn't work. I hope somebody gives a long-term deal, but he's an injury-prone player as we've seen now. So
no long-term deal.
It's gonna be another short year, and you're gonna hurt your career even more. So
his career. Like, listen, the man's gonna get signed somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he definitely screwed himself in terms of putting himself in a good position to be successful going forward. Now you're gonna have to take a 3-year deal from somebody else. You're not the Lakers ain't gonna come for you now. The Clippers might be the only team that might come for you with that money. And I think the Knicks. He going to New York.
Well, yeah.
He going to
you know the Knicks. They do like to get a big man and then.
Because what he wanted to do was get a ring and go sit on some dollars, and he just got. He got. I don't even want to say the word.
One good game in 6. That's it. All right, sir. Your next question.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, how much does Kawhi make on his next contract?
Ooh. Okay, so I already know what he's gonna sign to. So you.
Well, I think so. I think he's gonna sign Supermax. Like, I think the Raptors should offer him that, and then he should take it. Why would you not take a 5-year Supermax deal? They have it. The money was there from the beginning. That's why they made this deal. If you go back to last year, MLSE did not just approve this deal because they thought he was going to walk. No, they have the money prepared for him to take a Supermax deal. I think that's what the Raptors should offer him. And if he's really looking to win, why would he leave?
Okay, so you have a good point about how they're prepared, and I understand that you take a Supermax, but the reality is he wants to go home.
That's fine. Go home after 5 years.
No, he's going after 3. He's going to resign. He's signing a 3-year contract, 2 years with a player option. He ain't staying here for that long. Listen, he loves Toronto, I believe. I think he really does enjoy his time here. Maybe a 5-year deal might be in the works, but I see him only staying 3 years. There's a reason why he had a meeting with Paul George and OKC when he did. It wasn't just to find out why you signed back. It was, why did you sign back, and are you still going back home yourself? I think they have something, they communicated something with each other. And I promise you, his contract's going to match at the same time as Paul George to go back to LA. So he will sign back, but he ain't getting no Supermax. He's going to say, I'm going to stay 3 years and be good. It's not happening.
All right.
I disagree with that.
Nah, don't tell me you disagree. I'm telling you. Think about it.
Okay,
you signed a 5-year contract.
We're talking about a player who just went through an injury, a significant injury, lost a whole year of basketball. Why is he going to take a short-term deal when he can guarantee his family's future for the next 5 years?
Because listen.
I get you want to go back home. I get that.
You want to go back home in your prime.
Bro, 5 years, he's 27. He's still going to be somewhat in his prime. Maybe he's not going to be a 26, 27-year-old Kawhi anymore when he goes to LA, but he's still going to be the downward of his... That's what LeBron did. That's what LeBron's doing.
You look at Toronto's future, and there's one big question mark. Who is going to be there in the next 5 years if he was to sign 5 years? Yes, they can make trades to help build a team around him, but they already screwed up their future. Draft picks gone for making trades already.
Just one. We already have this window this year.
Well, look, we got Kawhi, so even if we get draft picks, it's going to be late draft picks, right?
That's fine.
So, look, you're going to have an issue there. Yes, you got Siakam,
So, okay, what are you talking
but what
about?
else do you have?
What are you talking? So we can make a trade, bro. That's it. Like,
Wait, with who? You have to make a trade now. If you don't make a trade now,
okay, we're not talking
happening.
about like today. I'm talking about like even in like after he signs a contract, then you say, all right, maybe we can lose OG then. That's fine.
Well, OG, but then what else? You can't tell me trade OG and bring somebody there to help them win. Because OG's going to bring you a couple guys that can help fit in.
Well, no, not necessarily.
But you're going to have to add more than OG.
But like you said, we could use OG and Serge and actually get not a superstar, maybe a star. Maybe a third string person that can play behind Siakam when Lowry's not doing well. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
But then who are you going to bring back at the 5?
Bro, are we talking...
Right? Think about it. Who are you going to bring back around this guy?
Just remember, if we are able to keep Mark, right? That's okay. So obviously we're not going to trade away Serge if we lose Mark. That's a given.
Well,
if we keep Mark, we still have Chris Boucher to play the 5. Maybe he's not ready, but sometimes players aren't ready. They got to be in a role.
Fair enough.
Right?
I mean, but at the same time, I'm just saying, like, their 5-year plan right now looks more like a 3-year plan to win. And if I'm Toronto,
that's fine.
I'm
also looking at a player that's been through a significant injury. He's looking to make sure that his family's good.
So
how many years?
Why didn't KD sign a 5-year contract from before? He could have.
That's KD's problem. I don't care.
He took a discount to help the team win now.
Because he was in that win now mentality.
Right, and Toronto's in the win now mentality.
Because KD didn't come back from an injury like that. KD was playing for a year before he came back.
And you're right, but now
Kawhi's
going to be healthy signing this new contract. So I'm telling you this, they're not gonna sign him to say we're gonna win the next 5 years. He has to look at that roster and be realistic. Some of these guys ain't gonna be here that long.
That's how dynasties work. Like, you're telling me Michael do this? Like, Michael was like, oh yeah, okay, in the next 5 years, we're going to have
but
these
he
players.
had a guy like Scottie Pippen.
That's
he could
so
rely
then,
on.
okay, so you keep Siakam. Siakam's going to be your dynamic duo,
We got to
man.
see what Siakam can do next year. Siakam's got to prove
How we
that
say,
next
okay,
year.
but even if Siakam doesn't grow, this Pascal Siakam, how good he is right now, is still helping you. I think Toronto needs a third semi-straight star or something to help them. But when Siakam's good, Siakam's an unbelievable player, but like you said, he's young. Okay, we're gonna be on this conversation forever. Let's go with third one, man.
Do you see the Raptors picking in the first round this year?
Well, the Raptors will have a pick this year in the first.
I know, but will they make
So
a
they have
move?
to trade for something.
They're not going to.
And they're not gonna like they're.
It's not happening.
I just don't see it happening.
All right. Should New Orleans trade up in the draft for RJ Barrett?
So I saw an alert the other day that the Knicks don't want RJ, so it's possible that the Pelicans take the third pick and then New York goes the fourth to draft Darius. It works out, right? Having RJ and Zion together, they played together. I mean, if you trade away the pick, it's like, are you getting what exactly are you getting? Like,
So if I'm New York, I'm calling David Griffin and I'm saying I'm about to play games with your head. You want RJ Barrett? You better feed me the farm because we know you want him. And if you want him, that 4 pick and something else has got to come. If I'm New York, I'm saying I want that 4th pick, Brandon Ingram, and the next 3 first rounders. You're not getting away that easy. I'm not doing it. If I'm New York, you got to be realistic. Understand, you may not get a superstar anytime soon. You need to be smart and rebuild. I'm bodying New Orleans and telling them give me the
It's a little
fuck.
unrealistic, especially because New York doesn't want RJ. So like, there's already reports about that. So like, unless New York drafts RJ,
Why would if they didn't want RJ? They wouldn't have had him come and do a workout. Now they like Garland, they do, but let's be real. RJ Barrett probably has the much better upside, so they're not stupid. But if they're looking at New Orleans saying, "Listen, we don't mind taking Garland, we'll take him, but we're not taking him. We're not swapping them just for each other. We want more."
that's fine. That
So,
makes sense.
it's gonna be something like Brandon Ingram.
I don't see after Brandon Ingram. Like, if Brandon Ingram's the only player in that makes sense. I would be okay with that. But you're talking about 3 first rounders for a team that is not even sure they'll make. What if that chemistry doesn't work out in their first year? Like, what the players that their core players or whatever it is, they're starting 5 Pelicans, and they fall out. Are they gonna? You tell me all those first rounders are protected? Top 5 protected?
You're telling me you don't think that team gonna work out?
I'm just bro. Injuries.
Chemistry,
Chemistry,
all that can happen.
all that crap happens.
But if you want to win, you gotta take the chance.
That's
if you
fine.
want to build take chance. You get RJ Barrett, Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson on that same team with Drew Holiday. You making the playoffs.
In the West,
You're making the
in the
playoffs.
West, in the first year, in the West, it might be a lot.
In Lonzo, I believe.
I would say in the East, it would be a little easier. But in the West, okay, fine.
Lonzo right now offense. They're gonna eat.
7, 8 seed. It's possible.
Yeah.
but not past that, man. Like
No. But they'll make the playoffs.
All right. So obviously, Anthony Davis joins LeBron James in Los Angeles. Does the same Raptors team beat LeBron and Anthony Davis?
It's an interesting question. I mean, it depends. It depends if the Lakers add another piece too, but I don't think so. I think this Raptors team is nice. They're the champs for a reason. Why? All of a sudden, okay. Nah, I'll still say Raptors.
If the Lakers get shooters, they're gonna win. Simple as that. You can't. You try to defend. You can only defend those guys who don't have shoes. Like LeBron proved this year, if you don't have shoes around him, he's very vulnerable. And
You cannot play without shooters. Is what you're saying.
Right, and like because he's a kick out maestro, right? He loves to kick out for guys to hit shots. If they get shooters, they're going to be unbeatable because AD can shoot the ball and be inside. LeBron can shoot the ball and be inside. So they're set. You don't need another star in LA. I don't know what everybody's thinking about. Oh, Kevin needs to go there. Oh, Kawhi needs to go there. Oh, Jimmy needs. No, they don't need anyone else. Those 2 shooters, done. Toronto will have an issue because then it's like you try to double team those guys, shots. You don't double team those guys, they eat.
But then you can say the same thing about like Kawhi. You got to double team Kawhi.
But that's the thing. You double team Kawhi, you have a better chance against the Raptors. Even though they move the ball really well and they have shooters.
Exactly.
If LA gets real good shooters, because there's some shooters on the free agent
Okay, so are we
market.
talking about next year's, like this coming season?
Yeah.
Okay, so then obviously trades are still gonna have to be made. So I'm not gonna.
Facts. And then hopefully the team will improve its roster.
Okay,
But
that's-
I'm just saying, like, they get
fair.
shooters,
Alright.
they're going to be a problem.
Next question, sir.
Last one, we got a Woj bomb.
Really?
Yeah, I want to know your initial reaction. Memphis has traded Mike Conley to the Utah Jazz for Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver, Jay Crowder, and 23rd pick.
Grayson Allen, Kyle Korver.
Jay Crowder, and the 23rd pick.
Damn.
That's not bad, actually. Yeah, that's not a bad deal, actually, for Memphis. For Utah, it's great. Jeez! You put Mike Conley in that system with Devontae Mitchell? Oh, my lord. They're going to eat next year. Utah's going to be a fucking problem.
I beg to differ.
It also says that the Jazz will also send a protected 2020 first round pick to the Grizzlies.
Oh, sheesh.
No.
Actually, they got a lot back
I don't
now.
think Utah did enough to be a contender.
Well, I'm hoping they're not done, but that starting lineup's not
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, they did a great job trying to get a point guard that they need to put with,
Well, they
Mitchell.
haven't had a point guard like that.
But the issue I still have is that I don't know, your team's just not deep enough. I don't think Utah
that's fine, but
has enough, and Mitchell's still learning in this league to be that guy.
But he's taking them to 2 playoff runs now.
That's
Sorry.
great.
And
Playoff runs
take
are
that,
great.
Don't take that away from the kid.
I'm not.
And he's
I'm
by
just saying.
himself.
Listen, they
Wait.
made that deal saying that they're trying to get closer to the title run, and good job. But I look at the West, and I'm looking at that team. I'm like,
They're not going to win.
You
They're not
ain't
going to
beating
win,
Houston.
but they're going to be a
You
nice
ain't
team.
beating even the Warriors, still, in my opinion, because you ain't gonna solve Steph Curry, right? And I definitely think they ain't gonna beat LA.
I think that there's something that we've seen with Steph Curry's game is that it's when he doesn't have shooters around him, like LeBron kind of, it's kind of easy to guard him.
Yeah, but
Like if I have
He's doing
to,
anything else.
I'll just throw game 2 in the garbage, and I'll show you the entire series that the Raptors faced. Even in game 5 when they lost to them, like they guarded Steph Curry. Like
yeah, no, they did really good with that.
sorry, was that it? That's it for your questions, right?
That's it.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think Utah still needs to make another move.
Yeah, no, I think
They
so
get
too.
one more star there. They'll be.
Well,
like, I thought they were gonna go with Chris Paul.
I think maybe Rudy Gobert's like offensive game needs to get a little better too. Like he can't only be a pick and roll player for the rest of his career. Especially
Well, you know what?
In a league where big men are shooting more
No,
consistently.
I think he's fine. You just need a front court player now that can get buckets. That's what they're really lacking. Like Joe Ingles is not bad.
So
But they need a power forward that can do work. They don't
That's what
get
I'm saying.
they get a power forward in this league somewhere. They can find somebody. They'll be a
But
problem.
the power forwards in this league are hard to find because of the transition of the game. Is
Right, and they're already locked up, most of them.
Exactly.
So,
like,
I mean, Utah. I don't know. They're
like
close.
you don't like.
They're
Yeah,
not close enough.
Yeah,
So those.
I'll say second round exit again.
Yeah, same thing. But I think a little bit tougher.
Oh yeah, for sure. They'll definitely make it tougher.
I do know one thing, and I know it's random to say, but I want to talk about it anyways. I know OKC's looking to trade Steven Adams. That's kind of new as well. So I think Utah needs to watch teams like that and see what they do, because they have to realize that the Lakers are gonna be tough. Houston's still gonna be tough. I think Houston, they're looking to get
Houston's
Jimmy
looking to
Butler.
like clean house, but not clean house at the same time.
Yeah, because there's apparently now they're talking to Boston. Clint Capella could be going to Boston. And I see that working out for Boston because that's a young big that you can have with your young guys and build around, and he works in their
But then
system.
who's coming back then?
Nothing. They're trying to do it for cap space. They're trying to create more cap space so they can sign a guy like Jimmy Butler and add to that team and just be even more deadly. And I think that'd be a smart move
actually not a bad
for Houston
idea.
because it's not like they're big. They have a big that's gonna do anything anyways. You can always go in free agency and sign a guy. A veteran.
Well, I think you can see like when they had Kenneth Faried on the team for a little while, he was doing a lot of damage. Just on the pick and roll as well.
And realistically, PJ Tucker is their 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
but
that guy
I don't
that-
see him coming back though.
Is he a free agent?
No, they want to trade him. That's what I heard.
I don't know. I
heard they want to like.
If they get rid of Clint Capella, they free up enough money.
But then that doesn't solve a lot of their problems. Only by getting rid of a big.
It's either you get depth or you get 3 stars. If you're gonna go 3 stars,
okay, so then get your 3 stars, but you're gonna have to lose PJ. No. The cap won't work with that.
They can make other trades still and get rid of other guys.
Okay, I think you should move on to your soundbite.
I don't want to.
To your key sound off. Sorry.
Well, listen, I got a bone to pick with somebody, and he's a rival. Danny Ainge, how you doing, bud? You fucked up. You completely messed up. You had Kyrie. You had Alfred. You had a squad. Couldn't get it done. Your young guys got more done than Kyrie. Then you're preaching about how you want to keep Kyrie, you want to trade to get AD to keep Kyrie. Nothing happened. If you learn from Toronto, you sometimes just got to go all in and take the chance. If you ain't willing to take that chance, then so be it. Continue the path you're on. But you're not beating Philly when they're ready to go. I don't think you're going to beat Milwaukee anytime soon because Giannis and Middleton look like they're not having it with anybody anymore. And Kawhi, he's your daddy. The man lets you know, yeah, we didn't play in the playoffs, but if you did, nobody you had would stop me. So, listen closely. You need to go. The whole front office needs to go in Boston. I don't care. Anyone tells me you need to fix your problems because you're done screwed up. You should have never traded what you did trade those guys before. You should have never traded IT. You should have just kept the man and let him be that veteran guy for those young guys. Because I promise you, IT would have done a much better job grooming these young players to be stars than Kyrie. Kyrie came in as an asshole.
Kyrie's so young though.
He's an asshole. Don't give me that he's young. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. Go to Brooklyn. You're a Brooklyn type man. You're not a Boston type man. You're not in the business to groom young guys. You're in the business to win and be the guy. Go to Brooklyn where the young guys look up to you and bring, ooh, yay, I want to follow you. In Boston, they looked at you and said, bro, please. I did more. I went further without you here. Bye. Goodbye. Everybody on that team, goodbye. Everybody in front office, goodbye. Leave. Done with them. Go. Get the broom. Sweep them out. Had enough. Boston bothers me.
I mean, they are a rival, so they should. But now they know who the best team in the NBA is, so I don't really give a shit. They can do whatever they want. We know that. We'll slap them regardless. You know?
Straight up. Danny Ainge, you want a job with Masai over here, you want to work for him,
Well,
give him a
that's
call.
A different story.
But
speaking of Masai, actually, I got to pick my third winner of the week. I'm going to give it to Masai. I think Masai last summer pulled off the greatest heist in North American sports history.
Yep.
He gave up a player that was looked upon as Raptor fans as like a guy that could lead his team. But when the time was ready and the time was said and done, he could never do it. 1 year against LeBron, he looked like the guy, and I think that's why they re-signed him. And, it was a big thing. It was like, okay, you know what? They almost took out LeBron. Then second year came, third year came, body. They figured DeMar out so easily that from a side to look at it and be like, are we really going to use this guy next season when Philadelphia is going to be nice, Boston's going to be nice, Milwaukee's going to be nice? We don't have a chance. We got to do something big. And you know what he did? He went out and he got a top 3 player in the league. The Claw, Kawhi Leonard. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with that 29th pick that the Raptors have to give up from this year's draft. You know the Spurs, they like to be sneaky. They'll draft somebody real good. Yeah. He'll be projected, whatever, blah, blah, blah. For the time being, and in this moment, Masai is my winner. Because he had to take the biggest leap of faith. He had to do it when fans were so upset at him, they couldn't believe it. People around him were like, why would you give up such a loyal player? Especially knowing how Toronto is as a market, that we can't keep players, that you're gonna trade the only one that actually re-signed. I think for him to do that, taking all the balls in the world. All of them. So for my third winner, it's gotta be Masai. Now my third loser is I'm gonna go to the other side of the court. And I'm going to give it to Steph Curry. Okay? Now, we've had our conversations, arguments, disagreements about Steph Curry. I know a couple of you guys that have watched the show from our earlier episodes. I've taken sides with Steph Curry, and I will no longer be doing that. I will no longer be a Steph Curry fan.
Good.
I will give Steph Curry one thing. He's the best shooter this game has ever seen until Trae Young's ready. What I'm about to say, like I don't say this a lot, but Steph Curry, you missing that shot, showed everybody in the whole world that you can't lead a team. They were down by 1 point. He took a 3 that Steph Curry could make with his eyes closed. And you're telling me that in that situation, when your legacy was on the line, you can't make that shot? Think about if you made that shot in Game 7 in Toronto. That's a whole different story. You guys might actually pull away than what people are going to say. Steph Curry's the best player ever. One of the best players to ever play the game. No. Instead, you missed it. Now your legacy's a shame. People are going to look at you and be like, even in the 15 finals, like your numbers were super nice. Why did they give you the finals MVP? Your numbers were nice. Like I'll give you that, yo. Like you should have got finals MVP. Why did they give it to you? Because you weren't that guy. They saw it. They're like, nope.
Never been.
You needed Kevin Durant. You needed Klay Thompson to drop 30 points in Game 6, right? In a game that you're about to be eliminated, the man went out, dropped 30 points in 3 quarters, and you were at 20. Sorry, you finished the game with 22 points. Sorry. 22 points. Unacceptable. If you want to be a top dog in this league, if you want to be a player that eats in this league, if you want to be like your buddy Kevin Durant, you got to take those shots. You got to live with them. That's fine. But you got to make them too.
Fuck Steph Curry. I just love that. That whole part made me smile because I love to hear it. I don't want to hear Steph Curry in the top 5 conversation. By anybody. I don't care. No one tells me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He's not in it. Top 5 mans to get it done. Can't get it done? Can't be in the conversation. I love it. Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's
NBA draft.
Yeah.
Things about to change. What do you think is the biggest thing that's gonna happen tomorrow? Like what's
I think that pick needs to move. I don't see the Pelicans keeping the 4th pick. And if they do, they gotta draft. Like they gotta find a way to either draft RJ or try to get another star. Like I know they said they wanted to use that pick to trade with Bradley Beal, but Washington's not having it.
Yeah.
And you can't really he's a top shooting guard in our league for a reason. Like they're not just gonna give him up, obviously, just like that. I don't know. Like there's a lot of stuff that can happen tomorrow. You know.
Yeah.
And I look for teams like Atlanta, Chicago. Teams that just missed out on the top 5, like I look for them to make some moves because Chicago's like now it's just getting ridiculous. Like how many picks do you guys need? Like stop this. You clearly you still need a superstar because I don't know exactly he's gonna be that guy. Maybe Lauri Markkanen could be that guy.
I think he will be that guy.
Right. So you still need some players to build around. Now use these picks. Yo, trade somebody, man. Like you guys are just let's go next year. Stop it.
Chicago, that's how they like to operate. I think the big thing that's going to happen is that Boston needs to make something happen with those picks. Then from what I've been hearing, they intend to trade 2 out of the 3. So they're going to cause some, craziness in the draft. I also like Atlanta. They have the 8th and 10th pick.
Yeah.
I think that's big for them because they don't need to draft guys anymore. They have their core. They got John Collins, Trae Young. I think they should trade their picks to move up and draft a higher caliber player.
Or maybe
something
right?
Something you need a guy like Cam Reddish or call New York and be like, hey, give us that 3rd pick. Fuck New Orleans. We got you. We'll help you rebuild if you let us find our guy. I think RJ and
Atlanta's definitely just 1 star away from being a nice team.
That's gonna be.
There's a lot of storylines in this draft. Like last year's draft, I remember I watched it and it was just so boring. Like,
it was boring. It was a waste of time.
I was like, what happened? Like, but this year's draft promises to, be a lot more excitement, a lot more pieces getting moved.
Top 3 draft of all time already. It even happened. It's going to be. Mark my words. I want y'all to remember this. Raptors 6 next year. Best top 3 draft of all time. LeBron's gonna win 2 more rings in LA.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you. I'm going crazy with it. I'm feeling nice.
I guess you are.
Feeling nice, people. Anyways, thanks again for all of you for tuning in to our show. We're always grateful for that. You need to do something for me. What is that they got to do?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, make sure you do it. And if you forget to do it, don't make me come and tap you in your head and tell you how to go and do it. All right? So make sure you do so. You leave comments. Please let us know what we're doing wrong, as we always are doing something wrong.
If you have any questions about, you want to ask us something during the show, let us know as well. We have no problem with that.
Right? And new things will be coming out soon. Don't worry. We're talking about this whole off season coming up.
Oh yeah, I think after July 1st for sure the show is gonna.
It's gonna be some fun debates.
For sure.
About to rip this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun one for sure.
We're gonna have fun. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you soon and do your thing. What you do, baby?